everybody, this is Trish Jones, and today it is the 12th of December 2012, 12/12/12. And I got up this morning not realising that it was 12/12/12 until I started seeing all these updates on Facebook saying what's so significant about today or a unique day, and someone put up that the world is going to end apparently in 9 days' time. Okay. I decided I wasn't quite sure what that was about, but obviously somebody has predicted that the world is going to end in 9 days' time. Somebody might actually get their predictions right one of these days, which would be quite funny, but obviously I wouldn't know to be able to come back and tell you if that were the case. I was actually coming home from my daughter's school, and I thought I could actually make this just an ordinary day, which I had no intentions of it being an ordinary day when I got up this morning. Actually, I was quite excited and pumped about the day. Or I could decide that this is the day that I am going to start doing something that has been on my heart for a long time. And I said yesterday, in yesterday's video, that I am going to be doing more video, more podcasting, but I didn't really say what I was going to be doing more videos and podcasting about. But the thing that I am going to be doing more video and podcasting is about entrepreneurship. Lighting or igniting, I should say, the entrepreneurial spirit. I believe that there are more entrepreneurs out there than we care to recognize. And whilst entrepreneurship has taken a big increase, I should say, has gone on the increase over the years, and some people will put it down to people don't want to work for organizations anymore, so as they're being made redundant, so they are starting to start their own business. I don't believe it's as simple as that. I really don't. I actually believe that there is something in people that drives them. There is something in people that wants them to have empowerment, autonomy. And I don't believe that corporations have given people this. What they have done is squeeze them and said, I need you to have X, Y, Z skills. Oh, these skills that you've got, they don't matter. They're not important. So, you know what? Don't keep coming to me about these skills because we don't need them. And so what people are deciding to do, unless you work for Apple, of course, is that they're saying, you know what? I'm going to take my skills and I'm going to walk. And I'm going to do something with my skills that I enjoy doing. And it's not always corporations. I know that there are some corporates who love their job. I did at one time. And really, I'm pleased for those people who work in corporations and enjoy their job. But I have decided that I am going to be the voice of the entrepreneur, or more specifically, the solopreneur. So whoever that person is who tends to work on their own, or just a small group of them. And that could be from someone who's a consultant or somebody who works from home, to the plumber down the road, the electrician, whoever that might be. But they want a bigger presence online, but they don't have the big budgets like the corporations do. They don't have a marketing department, they don't have a PR department, they don't have a content marketing department, someone who's going to create their content for them. And I've decided that I'm going to be this voice, but I decided that a few days ago, if the truth be known, and I've actually started writing an article, which I've not published yet, on being the voice of the solopreneur. And one of the reasons I feel compelled and passionate about being the voice is that entrepreneurs aren't just people who put together a business plan and start running a business and then they want clients in. Entrepreneurs actually have a mindset that says that they want something to change. They are leaders, they are creative, and they want to see leadership being done right, and they want to see people's creativity come out of them. And I'm going to say that not every entrepreneur thinks like that, and I would actually call those small businesses. I was saying to my husband that years ago, if you had the corner shop, you thought of that corner shop as the small business down the road. And in fact, I know I read an article recently where some small business owners got really upset because they keep being referred to as SMEs, small business enterprises, small to medium-sized enterprises. They don't want to be thought about like that. They are small businesses. Well, to me, a lot of those people who are blabbing on about that, they tend to have small minds anyway, so they have no intentions of going further than their little woodworking shop or whatever. To me, when you're an entrepreneur, it doesn't make any difference whether you work alone. You want to have an influence on a wider group of people. And that's where I'm coming from. Yes, I work on my own. Sometimes I get some input from my husband, and I outsource stuff that I either can't do or don't want to do or won't do. So my outsourcing fits one of those categories, but there are certain things I won't outsource, and one of them is creating my content. I will do that myself. But I want to have an influence on a wider group of people. I am not satisfied with just sitting in my home, getting clients, making the money, and looking after my family. I'm quite happy doing those things, by the way, you know, so don't think I'm not happy doing those things. I'm happy doing those things, but I need to be a voice. I want to be an influence, and whether you're a ministry leader or you're a stay-at-home mum or you are the accountant or the consultant, you don't have to be this small one-man band. You can have a number of people working with you, but not actually for you. And so I've decided today that I am going to go for this big time in terms of being the one to educate, being the one to show people how to do content marketing. Now look, as I've said in my article, I started doing marketing or learning about online marketing back in 2002, and I believe it was around 2004, 2003 or 4 that I purchased a course called Site Building. Well, it wasn't just a course, it was a piece of software, and he also taught you how to market online, he being a man called Ken Evoy. Now his strapline was something like, well, for the service professional anyway, it was how to build income through content. And he taught you how to warm your market by putting relevant content out there that people would enjoy, that people would share, and then as a result people would come and ask you about your services or your products and buy from you. Now suddenly there is this term called content marketing, which I must admit I've started using. It's a keyword phrase that I use, but it wasn't called content marketing in my day. But everybody is jumping on the bandwagon now of content marketing, and let me tell you this, one of the things that I'm so passionate about is the fact that the very proponents who got slapped by Google because of their unethical practices are the same people who now want to teach the solopreneurs about content marketing. But guess what they're doing? Bringing out automated software that's probably going to get you banned in the search engines in the first place. And then what they do is they give you overpriced products, and they create this cartel, and this product that probably could have sold for $500, they're now going to decide to sell it to you for $2,000, because guess what? They can make the program so big that you're never going to go through it anyway. You're never going to go through the entire course anyway, and so they'll sell you this $2,000 program and give away at least $1,000 of it, plus sometimes almost all of it, to their big affiliates. And then what they'll do is they'll join bands with somebody else. Why don't you come out with this program? And if you think I'm joking, I wouldn't even give you the guy's site that has recorded some of these conversations that these bigwigs, these gurus have had. And I won't give it to you because, in fact, actually, I think the guy is quite unflavorable and his mouth is disgusting and everything else. But he has proper recordings of meetings going on where they've actually been discussing this. And they give away sometimes 100% of their affiliates to their cohorts or their joint venture partners. And then somebody else will come up with a program. And what they do is they do the rounds. You know, now when I see their emails come through, I've unsubscribed from most of them, but if I've not, I actually just delete them, because the minute they actually start giving out content, I know there's a reason for it, because they don't give out content unless they are selling you something. So I was doing content marketing before it was called content marketing, and every time I've deviated from that, I've paid for it dearly. And then when I started coming back to content marketing and what it really meant, I noticed a difference in my business. The quality of my clients are better. And so now I've decided that I want to share what I know with you. And I hope that when people talk about me, they talk about person of integrity. And I have a genuine desire not just to make loads of money, but to see other people making money, to see other people be able to spend time with their family, to see other people be able to enjoy some of the things that they couldn't otherwise do. And the one thing I don't want is just to see people struggle and have to pay excessive amounts of money for courses that they're never going to get through in the first place, because it would take you months and months and months, and by which time something else has come along. Or you buy software because they say, oh, automate this. You know, I notice how everyone's jumping on the content curation bandwagon lately, and it just really hacks me off. One of the reports I read, it was quite clear that some body other than the person wrote this, because I know the person's writing. He had got somebody else to write the content for him. Why? Because he knows he can sell it. He can sell it off as a program that people will buy. But it's a big thing now. It's the in thing. Don't write your own content, curate it. But let me tell you, curating content takes work. So anyway, let me get off my pedestal and just say that today I have made the decision, whether it's through podcast, video, writing articles, getting my message out there. My message must get out there. I've got a burning desire that I need to share what I know with a group of people. I need to be an influence in the area of entrepreneurship. I want to ignite the entrepreneurship spirit. What about you? What are you going to do today? Are you going to take 12-12-12 as just an ordinary day? And I don't care whether it's 12-12-12, actually it could be 13-12-12 tomorrow. Are you going to just make it an ordinary day, or are you going to decide it is time for me to be that voice? And who are you going to be a voice to? Rather than going to niche marketing, don't do any more niche marketing, you know, until you've got yourself established. Unless the niche that you're going into is something that you're really passionate about and you want to do it, don't start looking at niche market anymore. Look at it from this point of view. Could I be a voice in this market? Look at it that way, and I'm telling you, it will make a huge amount of difference to your fulfillment as well as to your bank book or bank account. So remember to subscribe via YouTube and put your comments either in YouTube or on the page below this video, wherever you find the video, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on my blog. Give me some feedback. I'd love to know what you think.